battle of backyard legends and promising new pros carry on the southern tradition of slinging sauce and trash talk, rubbing ribs and irritating egos. More than mere smoking chickens and partying with the pig in the pines, come on and get baptized in the cotton-picking cooking culture.
This is Bama-Q. I'm Lisa Blackwell, and we're here in Franklin, Tennessee for the Great American BBQ Festival. 39 pros and 34 backyard teams are battling it out for $10,000 in cash and prizes. Heat matters when you're cooking for Grand Champion. We'll talk to the pros about what it takes to keep those fires burning.
180 breakfast has arrived, boys and girls. We got some chorizo in our eggs.
You need a bigger plate? You want to get you a bigger plate?
I'm rolling like you today, big cat.
Got a sparse crowd this morning here in Franklin, Tennessee. Everybody come on, you're going to be late. We got 30 seconds. We're here in the hills of Tennessee today, Frank. Got, what, about 40 pro here and 27 backyard.
Great event, the weather's going to cooperate.
Got a little overcast here in August. We're dodging the heat. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Roll Tide. Let's Bama-Q these Tennessee people.
I'm here with Don Crace, creator of Cowboy Charcoal and vice president of Duraflame. Don, tell me, how did Cowboy Charcoal come about?
Well, actually, the family, the Craces, have been involved in charcoal for 100 years. But lump charcoal, my brother and I started Cowboy Charcoal in '92, so about 25, 30 years ago. And part of that was because we had been around charcoal all of our life, and we saw the rise in people desiring authenticity in their grilling fuel. Kind of had the rise of Whole Foods and Wild Oats and all these natural food stores looking for a more authentic product. So it was kind of a marriage made in heaven to come up with that product.
How did you come up with the name?
Cowboy, you know, hopefully we quickly communicate rustic, unprocessed, you know, uncomplicated, no nonsense way of grilling.
What are the different types of charcoal?
So charcoal's been around since caveman. That was what fuel was, but you know, so it narrows down to grilling fuel, and really that today, that's kind of separated into two camps. One is briquettes, which most people are familiar with, and that is a compacted pillow form of charcoal, coal, limestone, other ingredients, and cornstarch. Well then, the more premium fuel is the lump charcoal. And when you see lump charcoal, you'll see that it's nothing but carbonized chunks of wood. So when people want a pure, more authentic fire, I mean, you just look right at it and it's totally explainable what we're doing.
How does Cowboy Charcoal help a cook?
So, you know, in a competition setting like this, you'll see some old guys really, they'll bring in a barrel, they'll put wood in it, they'll cook it down to coals, they'll put those very coals into their cookers. That's an authentic guy. So we take a step out of that and we present them a product that has already been carbonized to that level. You put it into their cooker, it lights very quickly, it rekindles, it goes to heat, and then they control that. Taste seems to be king in barbecue, so kind of follows along that line.
Okay, well great, it's good talking to you today. Thank you so much.
All right, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk about it.
Hey folks, let's put a little chicken on here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sit there and let that OG rock on for about an hour and 45 minutes. Let's see what kind of product we got then. Looking good right now.
How's your cook going today?
Today's pretty good. We're right on time, right on schedule. Got to, watch my marks and everything. Flavors are looking good, colors looking good. So you smell it, it smells good. So we're looking for good results.
It does smell good over here. And you've had some good luck this year, right?
I've had a good year. I've been very fortunate this year. What's up, big man? And this is when you cross your fingers and you're like, oh my God, please let the skin be good. Please let it be good. Look at there. That's what you want right there. That's what you want. It's got good color on it. They've done it already. Go for that light color, and then I'm gonna dip it in sauce and make sure it's all coated real good. Put it on a wire rack and let that sauce set in there. So when the judges bite it, they get a good clean bite, the skin breaks through, doesn't pull off, and hopefully good juicy meat, good juicy chicken. That tastes as good as this smells. That's what we're hoping for.
Bed at nighttime. Cambro during the day. Redneck poor man's Cambro right there. And it works.
Looking for a repeat. We got grand here last year and hoping to do it again this year. So fingers crossed that the judges are on the same wavelength as me, and we can come together and have a big finish. One, two, three. You think? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think? It's a pretty box, huh? All right, Mama. You got it.
Hey Tina, hey Bobby.
Hey,
How's your cook going?
It's going.
Yep.
Just in time for
Get
me
ready
to
for
start doing
chicken
chicken.
turning,
Yeah.
right? So how are your legs looking?
Well, they tasted pretty good. We tasted some already, so right now I'm going to do my selection. You know, judges typically are going to bite this little nugget. Think about when you eat a chicken leg, that little nugget that sticks
go
out.
for that right away.
Yeah.
That's your one golden
So
bite.
so I try to put that to the front.
So Tina, you cook with Cowboy Charcoal, right?
Yes, and I have for several years.
How do you like it?
I love the lump. I have used the briquette. I'll use that like on my kettles. But I prefer the lump flavor for what I'm doing here. So I'm going to put this back in the smoker. I picked out what I'm going to use for my box. And then I'm going to use some of my apple chips. These are made by Western Wood. And I put them in as that sauce stacks up, just to give that last hint of smoke.
What do you like about their charcoal?
Consistency, flavor, overall. I would say flavor. Because you can cook side by side. 2 pieces of meat, say on just another brand. I mean the same steak. Put one on one grill and one on another, and you could definitely tell a difference.
Definitely taste the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
it tastes like wood.
Ooh, here come the legs.
Yep, Bob is bringing in them legs. All right. You pick the last one for me, because I think they're all, this is the only one I'm scared of.
This one's got a good bite on it.
Okay.
But this one here is about the same size as the others, right?
Okay.
I don't know. What do
You
you think?
pick it.
Okay.
Is that your choice? I think that looks pretty good.
I think it looks good. Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay, Tina.
Those 2 pieces.
Good luck.
Y'all eat them.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good. Good luck.
I'd eat it.
I hope this is my good side that you're getting on film.
So this has been cooking in a butter bath, and this is what it looks like coming out. All that butter. I've kind of already picked my pieces from my box.
Hey Jeff.
Jim
Compart's out here.
Hey, Mr. Compart.
Go on in.
Oh, it looks good. We're trying. We're trying.
Well, it's not Compart chicken.
Can I have a bite of this one here? We'll give you one. It'd be so hot right now, you'd be scalding your lips.
We're glad that you came down.
Yeah, we are. Get this chicken turned in.
All right,
So
thank you
good
for
luck.
coming.
Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
We'll see y'all in a little while. This is going back on the smoker for about 5 minutes.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
But when it's time to compete, we don't, I mean, you know.
We try to get serious during that.
We do. We're serious for about, I don't know, for, solid few hours, and then it's back to, we have to get back to our normal selves.
Yeah. tacky?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of like putting a puzzle together. You gotta see which way fits the best.
11:51.
That's kind of what we're gonna go with right there.
All right, we're good. Aji?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
So let's assemble what we call the tater tots in your cast iron skillet. I crisscross bacon, just like this. Easy. This looks so fancy when it's done too. So what we're going to do now is start with a layer of potatoes and just fill it up. So a layer of potatoes, little pepper, little salt. Now for some onions. Now you've seen I've sliced some sweet peppers here and some jalapenos. My family, we all like spicy, so I'm going to put jalapenos in mine. I'll put the sweet peppers in yours. So let's layer it again. Now a little more onion. Little salt. Little pepper. Now stretch and fold that bacon over. Fancy. So you're set. I usually will put this on an eye just to get it started before I get it in the oven. I put it in a hot oven at about 400 degrees until the potatoes are tender and the bacon is crisp. Or if you put it on a grill, it might take a little bit longer, but I would say about 25 minutes in a hot oven. You'll see the bacon get crisp and you're set. That's when it's done. All right, y'all, we have your Compart Duroc bacon tater tots ready. So whether you want one for breakfast with an egg on top, or lunch or dinner with just the bacon and cheese, top it with a few green onions, you're set.
So I'm here with Nathan Perry, the contest organizer. And Nathan, how do you like the weather for this event? It's awesome today, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we couldn't have drawn it up any better. I mean, this is our 4th year to put on the contest. So it's grown every year, and I think we've had 4,000 or 5,000 folks come through today, so it's been awesome.
You've got a little bit more going on than just the barbecue, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got, this used to be a horse farm. For generations, the Harlan farm, they raised Tennessee walking horses, which is really big here in this area. They had a national grand champion that's buried here, Midnight Sun. And we've got the Tennessee Distillers Guild in there with 14 different brands of bourbon and whiskey. We've got a car show going on. We've got the tater truck that's here. We've got a barbecue alley where the patrons can taste the barbecue cooked by the competitors. So yeah, we've got a little bit of everything.
How excited are you to have the barbecue teams here?
Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, I think we've got 8 states represented here. You know, the competitors, it grows every year. We're almost 80 teams this year, and they have a lot of fun. It's just a big weekend.
All right, great talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, so the fat right here, see all this fat? That's all fat. So the sauce doesn't stick. You don't want to judge to eat that. So what I'm going to cut is these 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe down to here. I can get 3 ribs here. I can get 3 ribs here, and I can get 3 ribs here. And they're all about the same color. They're all about the same size, width, thickness, and I get 6 good ribs, and that's what's going in the box today.
It's about 18 after. Fixing to pull these ribs off here, been letting the sauce set. We may be just a little bit over today, y'all. All right. The window opens in 2 minutes. So we're in good shape time-wise. Juicy Jim Compart What's a good looking row of 5 right there? Put a little sauce in between. You can still kind of see a good smoke ring. We're missing our buddy Morgan Cheek and Vanna Sweet Cheeks Pit Barbecue today, but Rob Nelson's here, my other backyard partner in crime, but I'm here to whoop him today. Grab us a snapshot. It's amazing what we miss right here doing a turn-in box after you take a picture and look at it later.
Let's go. Are you gonna do this walk?
I'm coming. I gotta make sure you're not gonna mess it up on the way. All right. All right, let's go, folks. There you go. 3 minutes with about a 2-minute walk, so if she don't trip, nobody knocks her down, we ought to be in good shape. I hope we make it. I'm not missing another turn in.
Yeah, you're late. A minute and a half. You should have started without me.
I'm late, yeah.
You should have started without me. No, we're really close to turning, so I'm not too worried about it.
You ready? The cut feels nice.
So we've been having a little trouble with our ribs. The top bark has been hard, and it all comes off when you take a bite. So we've been trying to play around with the wrap and put it the way we put things in there. And last time we cooked them a couple weeks ago, they came out perfect. But I don't know, that first rack kind of scares me a little bit. Did you think that flavor was better?
I don't know. See how that top came off?
Mm-hmm. I don't think these are better. I like the tenderness better. I don't like the flavor better.
I think number one might get better.
Mm-hmm.
Juice coming out of that.
Freaking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Should we turn these in or not?
Yeah.
Famous last words, right?
Yep.
When the bone sticks out of the top, I call them pirate's teeth, because that's what they look like. And we've got one right there, and another one starting to pop out there. I don't know what's up with my boxes this week. They're all pretty high.
Do you think we're gonna hit the tops?
Possibly. A little sheen. Oops. Put that back in there. Sauce. A little picture. All right. Not hitting the top, surprisingly. Very, very surprising.
Figure out what we're doing with the pork.
All right. Hopefully these are middle of the road enough for the judges.
Hey, Fat, Drunk, and Stupid. Looks like we're here just in time for the ribs.
Just in time.
Yeah, just in time. How's it looking?
Everything ran along today, so I'm a little concerned.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why. There's really no rhyme or reason of why it ran long, but we will see what happens. See, there's...
What do you think?
That's a player there. Good.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, good rib.
All right.
On to the next one. Because you guys did 4, right?
Yeah, we do 4 racks.
Mm-hmm. 4 racks.
4 racks of these Compart Duroc. See how that bite came off? See that moisture coming off from the bone? That's a really well cooked rib right there. Great bite, good flavor. That's a player right there.
Now you guys cook with Cowboy Charcoal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, how do you like it?
We like it. It gives us all the flavor we need. Burns hot, lasts a long time. But it's a good hardwood that you really don't have to add a lot to.
Put a little extra sauce on there.
This is all the details, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all the details. Laddie, what do you think about? What do you think about doing a 4 and 4 and dropping that down the end? Right?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm trying to figure out which one of these, the right or the left, to do because it looks so bad.
I got you. Roger that.
You sticking it back on for a little bit?
Yeah, put some smoke on it.
You know the routine, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got Mr. Compart here. Take a look at those ribs.
Oh my gosh, they look beautiful.
The judges are going to want to take 2 bites of these for sure.
Let's go hit them with some water.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Get a
Team
picture
Compart.
right here.
Trying to cut my pork and sauce it, and Lisa sneaks in, you know.
Sneaking in, checking it out, Chester.
Cut this Compart pork, and I got to sauce it and put it back on the pit.
Chester, you turn in money mussels?
Yes, I do, and I also turn in some pulled.
Hey, I think you have a lucky charm that's out here.
Oh, yes, we do. We have
Yes.
Mr. Jim here.
Yes, Mr. Compart
Jim
is
Compart
outside.
with
Yep.
Compart Family Farms, and of course he cooks I cook the greatest pork on the planet. I try to not screw it up.
You dropped a rack of ribs on the floor?
Yeah, I had a little issue earlier. I dropped a slab of ribs. I was taking my rack off. Of course, I was late again.
I hope that wasn't the rack you wanted to turn in.
I'll never know, will I? I'm just kidding. No, actually it was. I hit the side of the door of the rack that I do the pork with. I mean the ribs with, and yeah, lo and behold, it hit the floor.
So I got a question. Do you use Cowboy Charcoal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I don't use lawn in my pit. I use the briquettes.
You use the briquettes?
Yeah, the flavor that it gets, and I mix in some of their wood too. But I use the oak and hickory briquettes. So I start my fire with that, and then I'll supplement throughout the cook through the night. Just really good flavor, real mild flavor. You get the wood flavor, and it's just real consistent every time. So
yeah, you like the way it burns.
it burns consistent, and I can count on it. So that's why I use it. So
Yeah,
I mean, I've got Jim, Compart, and Lisa here today on pork, and I'm really nervous. Y'all got me.
Better be good, Chuck.
I know. I mean,
They keep telling you you're a good cook, you know.
I'm about 2 minutes from turn in. I'm by myself. We got to do it. So
yeah,
let's get it off.
Slicing nicely.
Yeah, the tenderness is really good. All these are really good. It's gonna be hard to choose them.
And I mean, they look beautiful.
Thank you.
So here it's just So now
So
we've
what
got
we'll do is we're gonna box this,
disappear.
and y'all will see me going to turn in with it. Right? Sorry,
All right.
listen.
All
Y'all
right.
get out. I hate running late.
Good luck.
Late, you know what I'm saying?
There are 2 Boston butts here. Pretty happy with them. The bone should come right out without a lot of residue. Right there. Even your dog wouldn't have anything to lick on that. By the way, this is my most dreaded entry because there are just so many different ways you can go, and it requires a lot of thinking. Oh, that is gold right there. It's called a tube. If I could have about a dozen of those, I'd just call that Christmas. This is Compart Duroc pork. Mr. Jim Compart, gracious enough to sponsor the Bama-Q teams, and can't say enough good things about the man. I was on record as professing all I wanted to do was beat Chester. Well, I'd like to amend that, first of all, by apologizing to Chester, and even so much as saying a very somewhat subdued Roll Tide. And it's just always amazed me how many different things you could put that logo on. I've seen of course, Roll Tide t-shirts, sweatshirts, tennis shoes. Even a fellow the other day had Roll Tide underwear. And you know, if you get in a room with Roll Tiders, or we call them Bammers, and Harley Davidson people, and how simple shopping must be. Just go down to Mapco, or Pilot, or Flying J, and it's like being in your own private boutique. But going back to my comment that I'd made about just wanting to beat Chester, I'll have to admit, every time I say that, yes, he beats me. But no one has done more for Alabama barbecue than Chester Lewis. I'll agree with that, and I don't want him to think that I don't appreciate that. Unos, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Let's do this one. Get a good box, good heavy box. All right, the ladies say stop. Thank you. Chester, I love you, buddy. Thank you.
I'm Pitmaster Shady, and today we're going to do some stuffed pork burgers. Now you can stuff this however you want, but one of my all-time favorite simple burger stuffings is trusty Southern pimento cheese. So let's jump in and get started. Our patties are already kind of pre-patted, but if they weren't, that's okay. You just want to kind of ball up enough meat to fill your cup here. And what you're going to do is just drop it inside. We're using the attachment on our burger press that rounds everything out. You can give it a good smush. And you're going to have some excess come out. That's okay. And here's the part that takes a little restraint. You only want about a tablespoon and a half, and just kind of smash it all around in there, because you've got to leave enough room for your burger to seal up top. So don't go nuts in here. You can come back over the top with another patty. So what you can do, I just take my hand and just kind of smush it back down, and you'll see the edges start to cut off right there. And I'll just kind of smush them through, taking the excess off, and just set it to the side. You're probably going to have a little bit of meat left over. That's okay. You can add this to your breakfast sausage or whatever you want. Once you have a nice patty formed, just flip it over and gently pull it out. We want a good sear on these, so what we're going to do is take our sweet heat rub from American Outdoors. We're going to give them a good dust on the top side here. When they hit the grill, this side's going to go down, and we'll dust the other side. And then we're going to do our best to ignore these until they're done.
When we come back, bring your appetite. Shane shows off his skills on the grill.
All right, let's get them on. So you don't want your pork too underdone. You want it to be at least 145 degrees. I really like these to go to 165 because it is ground pork, but you're really looking for consistency. Once they hit 145 and they're staying together and you've got a good tight consistency, go ahead and pull them off. Okay, so let's build these burgers. Now, you're already looking at this going, this is a thick, huge burger. You darn skippy. It's supposed to be. Remember, these things are loaded up with pimento cheese. So let's get in here. I like personally putting my lettuce on the bottom, and I like an ultra thin piece of tomato. We'll take one of these beautiful burgers here. Let's take a piece of our bacon. Put that right there. And to me, a burger's not complete without a little bit of mustard. I love mustard. Some people love ketchup. It's all about the mustard. Put our top on. You're thinking, how is that going to fit in your mouth? It's not. You're probably going to eat it with a fork and knife. But what we're going to do, see that? Give it a good squish. Look what happens there. All that beautiful pimento cheese comes gushing out right there. And that to me, is a perfect pork burger.
I'm here with Jim Compart of Compart Family Farms. Tell me why your pork is so awesome, because I know I've had it and it tastes great, but talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, our pork is, something that's really been developed over multiple years. Our pork is not only a Duroc sired product, but it's a Compart Duroc sired product. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. There's many Duroc products that are coming out on the market, but they're not a result of over 20 years of ultrasounding animals and actually looking at the marbling in the meat itself. And we collect the very, best lines of our whole breed each year, and that's what is going to sire the product for the next year. And on top of that, we have a special feeding program that we feed them a higher level of nutrition, and it just complements the meat quality that we bred into that animal. And so there's no other program out there. There's a lot of people out there trying to, ride on those coattails with Duroc, but if it's not Compart Duroc, it's not the same.
Often imitated, but never replicated.
Exactly.
Well, it's great having you here today.
It's great. We really look forward to seeing how this all turns out, and got a lot of great people that have got things on track the way it sounds, and it's going to be an interesting day.
Last round. When you get down to this, you know you about cross the finish line. So when I was younger, my grandmother, and she wanted you to get somewhere, she would say, him. So, Jeff, him. It's a southern thing for hurry up. Did you know that? Did y'all know that?
They don't need no salt. To me, it had plenty of salt already.
Taste that. Put salt on it. Just a little bit.
Try and go with that. See what happens.
We'll see. Felt like everything was pretty consistent, so it's up to the judges now. Let's check it out.
Oh my goodness, I have a visitor.
Hey, Susie, how you
Hey,
doing?
Lisa.
How's it
Doing
going
pretty
with
good.
brisket?
Well, it looks pretty good.
It's
Let's just hope it
breathtaking.
tastes as good
Wow,
as it looks,
yes.
right? Let me get that out of there.
Look at that. Now that's a knife.
Yes, that's a knife. Trim that fat off there. But we'll only sauce the top. We're not going to sauce the slices.
Yeah.
I don't like a saucy brisket. I like a juju brisket.
Right,
You know, one that's
right.
got good au jus on it. I mean, brisket should taste salty, peppery, garlicky, that, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, when it comes to judges, it just depends where you end up to.
Yes, it's all about which table that you land on. And
Which kind of brisket is this? Is this an A9 or is this a...
No, it's a Snake River Farms Gold.
It's a gold brisket.
Snake River Farms Gold.
22 pounds when we started with that thing.
Wow, 22 pounds.
Wow, you did a...
And now what do you say you're down to? Like...
Probably half that, probably 11. Okay, Lisa, I got a question for you. Do you know what the barbecue word of the day is?
I do not. What is it?
Efficiency.
Efficiency?
Yes.
Okay.
And so Suzanne has shown her efficiency and her proficiency today. In many ways, especially taking the fat off the bottom of that brisket. And I'm getting ready to show you how efficient I am cutting the brisket.
Cutting it.
Brisket,
Yes, because that's your specialty,
that's my
right?
specialty. Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing she lets me do. So it's kind of become my specialty by default. That smoke ring all the way through it.
You want to cut the sides off?
Yes,
Is that
I'm
what
going to
you're
cut the
saying?
sides off now.
Straight down. We got to get this thing back on the cooker, Scott.
Okay.
It's 129.42.
129 and a half.
How about that? Does that look pretty good and shingled? I just like to give it that little nice sheen.
Nice sheen. A little bit of moisture
Yeah,
there.
a little bit of moisture there.
Mm-hmm. So they're just cleaning up right now, just tidying up the box, taking a picture. And they're gonna head it on in, take it on in. Hope it lands on a good table, right?
Yep.
Yep. Get out of Susie's way here so you can put
got
your
me a
little
hot
carrier.
pack in. Awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Efficient.
Efficient.
Definitely efficient.
Off we go.
All right, good luck.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
So far, everything is going really, really good. The comparts are over there hanging out with us, and the pork came off fabulous today. Turned in my chickens. They were gorgeous. We'll see how it all works out.
Well, we had a little smoker problem and stuff like that. For some reason, power went out on it, and we had to move some stuff around. But I think it had great color on it after we got everything straightened out, and so hopefully it's good.
Yeah, pork came off early, but that's been happening lately. The brisket stalled on us, so he kind of turned it up a little bit more, and he wishes he didn't do that. But I mean, it's fine now. So yeah, it's been. And then the ribs, they're not our usual flavor, so I'm hoping the middle of the road enough for the judges.
I think everything went pretty good. Our timing was off a little bit with one of our butts, but ribs went good and chicken looked good, and we're waiting on brisket, so we'll find out here shortly.
Now we're going to go into the backyard competition. First place, backyard chicken, beer pressure. Backyard ribs. First place, backyard ribs is Hog Molly Barbecue. Backyard overall, our grand champion backyard team with a total of 348 is Hell on Squills. Now we got the pro contest. Here we go in pro chicken. First place in the pro chicken had a perfect score, a 180. Uncle Toad's. Pro ribs. First place in pro ribs is Uncle Toad's. Pro pork. First place pro pork, Jiggy Piggy. One of my favorite names. Congratulations. Brisket. And our first place brisket, Smoke Me Silly. So now we're ready for the overall reserve grand champion in the pro division is Southpork. Your overall grand champion in the pro division, Smoke Me Silly.
I'm here with Bob, Jiggy Piggy, and you got first place pork and ninth place overall, and you did it without Steve. How excited are you?
You're laughing. I'm not. You know, I'm gonna need him in a couple of weeks, so I hope I've got him competitiveness back into him, and he'll quit granddaddy in long enough to come cook barbecue with me in a couple of weeks. We're very excited finally to break in the top 10. We've stumbled around this year having to focus on other things, and we're real excited that we kind of got it going back the right way.
Well, congratulations, Bob.
My pleasure always. Thank y'all, Bama-Q and Jim Compart.
I'm here with reserve grand champion winner Southpork. How excited are you guys?
Oh my goodness! I can't believe it. This is the first time we've ever competed here.
Really?
Love
Well,
it.
lucky first time winners,
I
huh?
know.
That's awesome. Look at all the checks.
I know.
and
Well, some
tell
of
me-
it's cash.
So where'd you place?
Don't
Where'd
tell
you
them
place?
that. Don't mention that.
So where'd you place? Let's see. We got what? We got third place
2/3, a
chicken.
second, and I don't know where we finished.
19th in pork.
19th in pork.
And I thought
Okay.
our pork was really good.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
It's subjective.
Yeah, it is very subjective, and you just never know. But you feel excited about it.
We
Oh,
know
yes.
we signed up for Bob Fight's pork class next week.
Oh,
Just before the
okay.
catering.
All right. Okay, so you'll be first in pork next time.
Yes,
Right,
exactly
next
Right,
time.
right, right.
Next
Then you'll
time.
be first place.
Yes.
Well, I think you did great.
Thank you.
And congratulations. And I shake your hand, but
They-
you
I know.
got
they're
all
full,
this
they're
hardware.
kinda full,
There you
yeah,
go.
so it is.
Awesome. Good job. I'm here with Grand Champion winner Smoke Me Silly, and how excited are you guys?
Very.
Very
Yeah,
excited.
this is your first Grand Champion, right?
This year.
Yes,
Well,
yeah,
since
yeah.
last September.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're happy.
So
the dry
trying-
spell's over.
Trying the new stuff paid off.
Yeah, finally.
Got to be feeling great about it.
Oh, we are.
Oh, definitely.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were doing RGC, I was like, don't say Smoke Me Silly. Don't say Smoke Me Silly. Because we've been RGC a couple times this year, and we're happy about that, but we needed a win. We
You
really,
really wanted to get that Grand Champion.
Yeah, and she's been in timeout a couple times this year because, so
I
she's
know.
really happy.
I'll
This
bet
is her
you
first
she
GT.
is. Does she
Yeah.
get to go back in the pocket of the apron?
She does. She was in there during the turn-ins, so she's not totally timed out.
And just take us quick through, what else did you get?
5th in chicken and pork, and 10th in ribs, and 1st in brisket.
Very good.
The Compart did well for us this
Yes,
it
yes,
did.
great.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
weekend.
congratulations.
All right,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Go Team Compart!
Another barbecue competition is in the books. The Bama-Q pros cooked their way to 15 of the top 10 spots in the 4 categories and 4 spots in the top 10 overall. Congratulations to Southpork Reserve Grand Champion winners, and congratulations to Smoke Me Silly Grand Champion winners. Join us next time as the Bama-Q pros continue their tradition of slinging sauce, talking trash, and battling it out for the top awards.
That's our motto around here at the Bee's Knees and the Beehive is anything for the show. So whatever anybody tells us to do, as long as it won't get us put in jail, we're pretty much going to do that. So
We might go to jail for a
Yeah.
minute.